point or a certain explanation, you give it in a paragraph, then you move to another paragraph. It is acceptable. You can use a table format. You can use a table to write your essay. Like now umepewa, discuss the adaptations of the nephron to its function, or you can say discuss the functions of the parts of a nephron. So unaweza andika a table that has got parts then functions. So unaandika part, like now if it is the arterial, unaanza na afferent arterial, then unaandika function yake. Bowman's capsule unaandika function yake. So it's acceptable to do that. You can use a table to write your essay. Some of the students can even use a diagram. I know there is a year where the students were given to discuss the parts of the nephron. So a student can decide to draw a nephron yote such that hiyo nephron anairebo, then anaanza kuandika the points, all the functions of that nephron. It is still okay if you can be able to draw a good diagram that will show the parts of the nephron. You can be able to draw it. Then after you have drawn it, you label, then you start responding to the questions. Normally, for the essays, there is a question. Let me respond to the questions. Which format is best? The format that is best is the one that the student will like to use. But I can say whenever the students, like now your function and part, ukitumia the table form, it will be the best because you make the work of the examiner to be easier. Anaona this part, function yake. Ukitumia paragraph form, like now for that one, it makes the work of the examiner difficult to read through your work and pick the responses there. But anyone not to use the paragraph form. The work of the examiner is to read everything. So usione eti ukiandika in paragraph form, you will score less marks as one was indicated in table form. No, you will still score the same marks depending on the points that are appearing within your work. The work of the examiner is to read everything. But I can encourage students, if there is a way or if there is a question that requires you to use a table, I prefer you use a table because you make the work, all the points to be very clear, and it's difficult for the examiner to assume that he or she has not seen your point. I was saying another format that a student should use is by use of a cycle. The last year KCSE exam paper 2, kulikuwa na this question yenye ilikuwa ina involve the pathway followed by the urine from the point of formation to the point of elimination. So unaona, instead of you using hizo statement mingi, mwanafunzi angeenda andike hiyo process, the way the urine ilikuwa ni urea from the point of formation, anaandika imeformiwa from the river, vile ina flow through the vena cava into the heart, into the lungs, back to the heart, through the aorta, all the vessels until imefika kwa kidney, then inakuwa eliminated. So ukitumia a cycle, still it will be correct. Bora tu umefuata the correct order, you will still score all the marks under that part of the essay. Other things that a student should consider when you are writing your essay. First thing is that make your handwriting to be legible. As much as we are saying that the work of the examiner is to read everything that you have indicated, then read everything that you have indicated and give you the marks. If your handwriting is not legible, it makes, or it will make you, or make the examiner not to see clearly the other points. So our handwriting cannot be the same, but make your handwriting to be legible, that anyone can be able to read whatever you have written within your essay. So let's try as much as possible to make our handwriting to be legible. Then the other thing that we should also consider is that write all you know about that essay. Indicate all the points. For the essay, it's one of the part that everything is marked. Then the one that is extra will be eliminated. So do not limit yourself. Andika kila kitu yenye unajua about that essay. But avoid writing a point, then you write the negative form of that point. Hiyo sasa ita make you to lose the marks. When I'm saying you do not limit yourself, is you write everything, but you do not write one point, then you write the opposite of that point, because nimesema hakuna limitation. No. I mean, if they wanted 10 points, you can indicate 15. So hata kulimit that we may indicate extra, so they will not be able to mark the excess. But normally, if it is a guided essay, like now anakuambia indicate 5 functions of a certain organ, you are supposed to be also specific 5. Mildred, there is a question that she's asking, is it true that if time is up while writing an essay, you can finish by saying, and words to that effect, and you have not finished the essay? No, we do not assume, Mildred. Usitumie those words to that effect. Take your time, write the essay, everything that you know about that essay. Usiandike hiyo part yenye umesema that word to that effect. We do not accept that. Nilikuwa naelezea about indicating all the points. Do not limit yourself. If only it's guided, umeambiwa give 2 points or list 2 functions, but do not limit yourself. Indicate everything that you know about that essay. Be as clear as possible. I want to mention something here. If you have been given an essay, let's say, of the adaptations, even when you are indicating, unaweza andika in table form, this is the adaptation, then the function of the adaptation of that structure. So clarify your points. Usiandike a lot of words that it will be taking the examiner a lot of time to go through, so that apate hii ndio adaptation, then hii ndio function. Try as much as possible to make your points to be very clear, so that you can be able to score maximum points. Still on what Mildred was asking, that hii part yenye unachikuta that umeenda kutomaliza the essay, make a sketch somewhere, uandike the main points somewhere within the margin within your essay. Hakunanga shida ukienda uandike points yenye a sketch of the points that you want to use within your essay. Unaenda tu una sketch vizuri, unaandika those points, then in short form, then unaanza kuandika that essay. It will be very good for you to do that. Then unakuja sasa ukiandika, unaandika with speed, so that you can be able to clear that essay. Still, there is between the open-ended and the descriptive essay, which one is not strict, which is not strictly marked, which one is the best to answer? When you have been given open-ended, we normally, it depends on the points that you have. Do not fear indicating the descriptive essay. Currently, like now last year, yenye ilikuwa ina involve hiyo cycle, mwanafunzi anaweza kosea ka section, but aendelee after amekosea kamoja, but hizo zingine ziko sawa, anakuwa penalized only within that part yenye amekosea. So do not fear